This is the Transportation TV News Update. I'm Tony Dorsey reporting.
This is the first part of what we hope to be a major piece of transportation legislation, the reauthorization.
House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee Chairman John L. Mica, Republican from Florida, and Railroads, Pipes, and Hazardous Materials Subcommittee Chairman Bill Schuster, Republican from Pennsylvania, unveiled the Competition for Intercity Passenger Rail in America Act Wednesday, June 15th. The legislation mainly focuses on Amtrak service on the Northeast Corridor, which extends from Washington, D.C. north to Boston. If approved, major assets currently under Amtrak control would be transferred to the U.S. Department of Transportation, which would make those assets available to the private sector. Amtrak would compete with private companies through a bidding process for the use of assets like train stations and track rights-of-way. A 5-member executive committee made up of federal and state representatives would decide the winning bids.
This is not any attempt to dilute the system in any way, but I think we can make the service even better. I think we can reduce the subsidization.
Representative Nick J. Rahal II, Democrat from West Virginia, the ranking member of the committee, issued a statement describing the plan as a death knell for passenger rail service from coast to coast. And despite assurances from Mica that the bill would create jobs, the president of the AFL-CIO's Transportation Trades Department, which represents 32 transportation unions, said he's opposed to it.
We're going to do our best job to educate members of Congress about the impact this is going to have on our members and on transportation in general in the country. And my view is that this provision isn't going to become law. Why? Because privatization of Amtrak is not a new idea. They're recycling an old, tired idea that's been rejected repeatedly by the U.S. Congress on both sides of the aisle.
Mica said the measure will be officially introduced and marked up by the full committee the week of June 13th. It will eventually be folded into the larger reauthorization bill. In other news this week, Missouri River flooding forced transportation officials in both Missouri and Iowa to temporarily close portions of Interstate 29. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and the National Weather Service are predicting that flooding along the northern Missouri, southern Iowa border will diminish soon. However, they also say the threat of severe flooding will continue in the region for several weeks to come. Meanwhile, in North Dakota, which experienced extensive flooding earlier this month, 130 NDDOT employees who volunteered to fill, haul, and stack more than 100,000 sandbags and operate heavy construction equipment to build levees were being praised for their hard work. In a statement, NDDOT Director Francis Ziegler said, "It's just amazing to see how so many pitched in to help others. They and many others are true heroes in this flood fight." And finally this week, Thursday was the 6th annual National Dump the Pump Day, the American Public Transportation Association's effort to raise awareness of America's dependence on foreign oil and to encourage the use of mass transit. AASHTO says riding a bus or train is the quickest way to beat high gas prices. The latest AASHTO Transit Savings Report found that a 2-person household that downsizes to just one car can save an average of more than $10,000 a year. That's the Transportation TV News Update. Thanks for watching.